Kickball, the ultimate contest pitting schoolyard foes against each other for generations. And tonight, in the second annual Corey LaJoie Kickball Klassic, we will witness NASCAR drivers, celebrities, and athletes battling it out for the ultimate bragging rights and maybe even the Bronze Copper Dale Trophy. We're here tonight at Atrium Health Ballpark in beautiful Kannapolis, North Carolina, bringing you all of the action live on NASCAR's social channels. And tonight, you're going to be joined by me, Chuck Bush, and my good buddy Jonathan Merriman in the booth, bringing you all the action live. Jonathan, what are we looking for tonight in this epic contest of kickball?
Well, we just had the semifinals, Charles, and we had two teams put up over 10 points apiece. So I'm looking for a high-scoring matchup against the built team and then Team Sheets. So I do think we'll have a lot of high scoring. I think the conditions tonight are perfect for kickball. High 60s. The air is nice and dense. Can get under that ball. Can carry out into the stands, if you will. A lot of home runs I'm expecting.
And a brief rundown of the rules for these games. They'll play 6 innings in this championship round, and each team will start off with a count of 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. They will get 4 pitches, and in that 4 pitches, they either got to get on base, get a home run, or,
it's walk or strike out.
Yep. So it should be a great night tonight. I'm looking forward to a lot of action. We've seen a lot of great games throughout the day today. There was a charity tournament earlier where Team Built Bar, one of our, a lot of the players that are on the team here, they were out there and they won the tournament throughohout the day. So
yeah, they won the tournament throughout the day. Corey LaJoie is the only person I know that has a team that practices kickball. So they're the real deal. Their celebrity team is the real deal, so we're in for a treat.
Well, tonight we're also joined on our broadcast team by Alex Weaver. She's going to be bringing us reports throughout the night. So let's check in with Alex real quick. I think she's got a sweet little story for us.
Hey, Chuck. Yeah, for sure. We are going to keep our eye on this championship game. But earlier today, a team took home. It was actually the second year in a row that the Built Ballers took home this really cool trophy. I thought the race fans at home would appreciate this. This is a replica trophy of the statue of Dale Earnhardt Sr. that's in downtown Kannapolis. It is copper, so stacking pennies, obviously. Corey designed this himself and wanted it to be honoring Kannapolis and Dale Sr. There's some strict rules with this trophy, however. You can't lay him down. You can't hold him by its waist. You can't lift him up by the neck. You have to hold him down here at the base. You honor Dale. So as they say, literally, do it for Dale.
Do it for Dale, indeed. And Jonathan, she mentioned stacking pennies. It's a great podcast that you and I know a little bit of something about. And I do have to say that on the show this week, this was the championship matchup that I picked. It was the Sheets Laundry Club versus the Bill team. It is LaJoie versus Latart. And when you look at these rosters, these are some ballers, if you will. I mean, you've got on the Sheets team, you've got Bubba Wallace, Daniel Hemrick, Joey Logano, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Austin Cendric, Tanner Gray, Harrison Burton. Oh, Ryan Blaney. There's some athletes out there on that team.
Absolutely. After your picks, Chuck, you should just go ahead and add Kickball Savant to your resume. You made some great predictions.
Lord knows I can't pick a race.
This weekend. I don't know. I just have a feeling about this Built team going in. I think Corey stacked the deck just a little bit. We saw Raja Caruth in the semifinal game kicking home runs. Rutledge Wood, I believe, he stressed out, didn't quite get any over the fence, but he was playing well. Josh Sims from Fox Sports, as well as NASCAR Chasm, John Christ. That team is just stacked. Very choreographed, some experienced kickball players, so that's what I'm looking at.
2 players that I'm keeping my eye on that Build team. That's NASCAR Chasm, and that's Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz is fast.
All right, now we're going to go down to the field for team intros.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the championship game here for the 2022, the second annual Corey LaJoie Kickball Klassic, fueled by Built in our championship teams. Let's first give it up for Team Sheets, the Laundry Club. Let's give it up for Team Sheets. Also, on the far side, let's give it up for Team Built. We got the man, Corey LaJoie, on that team as well. Let's go ahead and go through our lineups before we get to our pregame invocation and our national anthem as well. All right, let's go with the starting team. Let's go with Sheets, the Laundry Club. Their manager, their team captain, Steve Latarts. Next up, let's give it up for the CrossFit champion himself, Rich Froning. Come on, fans, let's get into it. Here we go, win the championship. Let's get into it. Number 11, NASCAR Xfinity Series driver, Daniel Hemrick. Number 12, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Ryan Blaney. Number 45, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Kurt Busch is not here. We have Bubba Wallace as well for Kurt Busch. He's playing two people. Now let's give it up for number 23, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Bubba Wallace. We love you so much, Bubba. We wanted you to be seen twice. Number 22, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Joey Logano. The pitcher himself, number 47, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Ricky Stithouse Jr. Number 17, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Chris Buescher. Number 21, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Harrison Burton. Number 2, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Austin Cindric. Number 15, NASCAR Truck Series driver, Tanner Gray. Wait, that's not Tanner Gray. Let's give it up for TikTok superstar, Justin Danger. The danger is here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's go over to the home team, the host team, Team Built. The team captain for Team Built, the papa himself, Randy LaJoie. Randy, where you at? Look at him, he's talking to the opposing team. Here we go. We'll keep on going down. Let's see, the CEO of the bar, Nick Greer. Number 12, Ryan Blaney's front tire changer, Ryan Flores. Number 7, NASCAR Cup Series driver, your host, Corey LaJoie. Fans, you may have known him as NASCAR Chasm, Dave Rebel. The man, the super famous comedian. We'll keep rocking with it. Your man, John Chris. So nursing that shoulder. Actor and race car driver. Let's give it up for number 0, Frankie Muniz. NBC personality, Rutledge Wood. Former NFL Panther football player, number 20, Kurt Coleman. Number 5, NASCAR Cup Series driver, number 5, Kyle Larson. Fox personality, give it up for Josh Sims. Number 6, NASCAR driver, Raja Karu. And number 77, NASCAR Cup Series driver, Josh Balicki. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting to our invocation as I'm going to go ahead and bring over Manny from Samaritan's Feet. As again, we already did our pregame interview here with Manny. And Manny, we'll go ahead. You got the feet right there. You get the big boot as well. Let's give it to Manny, the Samaritan's Feet. I'll let you go ahead and take it away, my friend.
Appreciate it. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for coming out to support this amazing event. Thankful for Corey LaJoie, Bill Barr, and all the sponsors that were able to be here to support this amazing event. Bow our heads, let's pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this evening. Thank you for having us here to be able to come have fun of kickball. Lord, as we play, we know we're playing for a game that's much bigger. It's the opportunity to be able to inspire hope to those around us. Bless our time together this evening. Protect all the athletes. Watch over us. Bless every single sponsor that gave, every single fan that came. Watch over us even as we end this game tonight, as we go home. Take us home safely. We love you for all the blessings in our life. Bless our city. Bless our country. Bless our world. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, man. Beautifully done. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the national anthem. So, performing today's national anthem, we would love for everyone to stand and remove your caps so the veterans may render their hand in salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, performed today by the Partnership Marketing at Stewart Haas Racing, Lindsey Bowman.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest here with us today. This is one of my dear friends. This is the mayor of Kannapolis, Mayor Darrell Hennett. And Mayor, this is a surprise. I didn't know I was going to be talking to you today. It's always a surprise. It's always a blessing to see you. What you got out here for us today?
I got something special today, Trevor. I want to say, first of all, I'd like to ask Corey to join me out here, please. All of you are here because of the hard work that Corey LaJoie has done to make this all happen. He and his dad spent numerous hours. If you didn't realize it, last year at Christmas time, they brought to the Empty Stocking Fund 2 tractor trailer loads of toys for kids. Let's give a big hand for that. And so this is the second annual Corey LaJoie kickball tournament, and as a result of that, we wanted to do something special for him. I don't think he knew anything about this, but I want to make sure that he is properly honored and appreciated by the people here in Kannapolis, as well as for those who are around. So many of you who are special guests, celebrities in your own right, we say thank you for coming to help us honor Corey for all the things he's done for this community and for others around here and the world. So I want to read this proclamation for Corey LaJoie from the Office of Mayor, Kannapolis, North Carolina. A proclamation honoring Corey LaJoie's second annual Kickball Charity Classic, October 6, 2022. Whereas Corey LaJoie is a graduate of Northwest Cabarrus High School and is a third-generation automobile racer. His grandfather, Don, is a member of the New England Auto Racing Hall of Fame, alongside his father, Randy LaJoie, who won the Xfinity Series championships in '96 and '97. And whereas Corey LaJoie's charity tournament makes a triumphant return on Thursday, today, October 6, 2022, to Atrium Health Ballpark, home of the Kannapolis Cannonballers. The Charity Classic will feature NASCAR drivers, former NFL stars, other special celebrities, and some returning stars from last year's inaugural event. Whereas Built Protein Bars is the sponsor of LaJoie number 7 Spire Motorsport Chevrolet, Camaro ZL1, which is teamed up with LaJoie Samaritan's Feet and the YMCA for the second annual Kickball Classic. And whereas Corey is also devoted to philanthropy and has helped many charities by raising funds, I want to just stop for a moment and tell you, unless we've counted incorrectly, Samaritan's Feet is going to get $50,000 for this event tonight. And the local YMCA to help underprivileged children are going to get $100,000 to help those kids. So we are saying that he has donated a month's salary to Samaritan's Feet, who provide shoes and socks to children and individuals in need. Corey has a tremendous passion for helping those who are less fortunate, especially children, and was named Speedway Children's Charities Ambassador in 2021. And whereas the city of Kannapolis wishes to say a huge thank you to Corey and to his Built Bar sponsored team, and to many celebrity competitors who came out to partake of this fundraising event, and to all who came tonight. Now, therefore, I, Milton Darrell Hennett, the mayor of Kannapolis, do hereby, virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor, do hereby honor and recognize Corey LaJoie, and ask that each of you residents join me in thanking Corey for his generous commitment to time, support, and contribution to the Y and to Samaritan's Feet. And this is Corey LaJoie Day, and to honor him.
My name's on it, but it takes every volunteer, Leanne, Philip from the Y to make this thing, Vince from the Cannonballers. Just give it up for the people who actually made this thing happen. I've got and also, give it up for the guys who said yes to come out, give us a night. It might be Corey LaJoie Day, but, these guys are taking valuable time out of their schedule before a race weekend here in Charlotte that I hope everybody goes out for, but it means a lot, man. Samaritan's Feet, Manny and Tracy over there mean a lot to me. The YMCA means a lot to me. And man, the competitors mean a lot to me. I ask a lot of you guys, and sometimes I wreck you, sometimes I run into you, and we're going to keep it moving this weekend. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody coming out. Mayor, thank you again. I guess this is Corey LaJoie Day, so let's kick some kickballs and watch some fireworks here after this.
Awesome, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, normally whenever we have a baseball games, we always want the two most important words in baseball. So it's going to be the two most important words in kickball. Let's play ball. Here we go.
Jonathan, that really puts it all in perspective as to why we're here today. Not just that it's Corey LaJoie Day, but the fact that we're raising money for Samaritan's Feet, for the YMCA. It's just a special day.
Yeah, and look, $50,000 is nothing to scoff at that they raised for Samaritan's Feet. That's a good chunk of change. And look, that charity means a lot to Corey. You'll remember a couple years ago, more than a couple years ago, he had Samaritan's Feet on the car. Competitors, fans, everyone would come and sign that car as we get ready for the Rochambeau here.
Rock, paper, scissors, see who kicks first. Scissors beats paper.
Sheets.
Looks like Team Sheets.
Well, they get to elect.
And they are choosing to Sheets. Sheets is in the field first, which means the Built Ballers, I guess they're the Built Ballers, or Team Built. Built Ballers are the ones that won the tournament earlier. It's pretty much the same team, the same jersey.
Corey hopes they'll be balling tonight. So.
Indeed. So yes, the Sheets team will be out in the field, so we'll see who's going to be pitching for them. It's looking like it could be Stenhouse maybe pitching. I don't know. Stenhouse or Busher might be on the mound tonight. Can't quite tell. Blaney looks like he's playing third. Joey Logano on second. Bubba out there at first. Cindric looks like he's going out in right field maybe.
Look, I don't want to question Steve Letart's decision here on who he puts in the game, but I have a feeling I think I might want Blaney up there pitching that ball. He was out here in the championship game last year, played some pretty good kickball. We watched him across the field in the semifinal, and he did pretty well. So, I think they're just They might still be making that decision,
They
Chuck.
might not have picked a pitcher yet, and they may have one too many people on the field. I can't quite tell. Too many men on the field? Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Latart's trying to work this game backwards to see who he wants on the mound first.
He's moving people in the outfield.
Yep.
Okay,
Here
I like the
Stenhouse.
decision to go with Stenhouse to pitch. I like where Blaney's playing in that maybe shortstop, third base spot. A lot of balls come down that side of the field playing short. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Shifting Cindric out to
well, you got to get the
to left
tallest
field.
guy where all the home run balls are going. He can leap over the fence and grab one of those and keep points off the board. It's a smart play from Steve Letarte.
We'll see how it plays out, but I'm not too sure about that one.
Something tells me Randy's
I'm watching
not,
him right now try and jump and block the wall, and it's interesting seeing Cindric. He's got the reach.
He's absolutely trying to figure that out.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to see if he can get up. All right, let's see. Stenhouse with the ball.
Frankie Muniz up first. This guy's fast, Chuck. Frankie Muniz, we watched him in that semifinal game. He can make it around these bases quicker than anybody.
Not in the middle.
Not
Leading off.
There you go.
Stenhouse lining up his roll, and it's away. A little bit of a dribbling bunt. Muniz is safe at first. Bubba bobbling the ball.
I'm telling you, anybody else would have been out there if Bubba hadn't bobbled the ball, but Frankie Muniz, he's just got some speed on him.
Little handshake there, little competitor.
Yeah, Raja Caruth is up next. He booted a home run in that semifinal game.
Gets a ball out there to right field, and it drops. Muniz to second.
Muniz going to third. I'm telling you, he's quick.
Slides into third, in between Blaney's legs.
In the middle of his legs, actually.
Yes. Muniz in the middle.
I'm sure he gets tired of that.
He might get that a lot.
He might.
Yeah.
This is a kickball announcement.
Here comes Josh Sims, Fox personality. Ball hits the cone.
That's a ball.
Now remember, each player starts with 1 ball and 1 strike. So we are now at 2 and 1. Stenhouse holding onto the ball at his hip with the roll. Sims goes deep to center field. Cindric stepped in front.
Muniz is going home.
Muniz crosses.
Oh, Raja Caruth
Slides into second. He's safe. Sims safe at first.
Look, Raja Caruth injured his ankle in that semifinal game, Chuck. He's wincing a little bit now. Hopefully he will be okay. He's wiping his shoes off. I think he's good, but just something to keep an eye on.
Let's go to the replay. You see that long ball, and you see Cindric here stepping in front of, was that danger? He stepped in front of danger and caused some danger on the field, allowing Muniz to score. Here comes the roll from
Corey LaJoie up to kick. Corey is, they call him the shoe. He's been booting him all night long.
Let's see if his shoe is indeed super. It goes
That's
deep.
a home run.
Out of here. Center field. That is a 3-run shot. 3-run shot there.
Raja Caruth, Josh Sims, and Corey LaJoie will score here. That puts the score at 4-0. Team built as Chuck is being harassed by Boomers, the Cannonballers mascot. I like your style, Boomer. Keep your tape, Charles.
Let's take a look at this replay. LaJoie gets underneath it, and you see it going deep to center field. All Cinder can do is look at it.
Well, you saw the follow through there, right, Chuck? Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna boot home runs unless you follow through with the leg.
Josh
LaJoie
Balicki kicking a little dribbler to Blaney, makes the throw, but he is safe.
Look, and this is what you don't want to do, Chuck. You don't want to put yourself in a hole early. Now, granted, this is just the first half of this inning. It's not, the game isn't over by any means, but if you go down 4-0 early, that's going to be hard to come back from.
John Crisp with the kick to Blaney, who throws it. Oh, Logano drops it. And looks like we're going to have Josh Balicki out. So that's 1 down.
If he would have run, he probably may have made that play, but he kind of stalled there at first base. I don't think he was ready for it.
Kyle Larson up to kick.
2021 NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Here comes the roll as I get a little rub from Boomer. A high ball to center field, and the catch from Cindric. He's making up for that error earlier. 2 down. 2 down. And tonight, redemption is spelled Cedric.
Look at that altitude he
The
got.
extension.
Might have to get him some oxygen after
Here
that.
comes
Air's
Kurt
good up
Coleman
there.
with a, ooh, and it's dropped. We got a drop by, who was that? Who dropped that? Hemrick. Was that Hemrick?
Rich Froning.
No, Froning. Hemrick and
CrossFit.
Froning are throwing me off, and my glasses aren't that good right now. Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago, making the catch there.
Well, this is how the sausage is made, Charles.
Indeed. We got, looks like we've got Nick Greer up right now, the CEO of Built Bar. So this is his team, even though Randy LaJoie is the captain.
Well,
Little dribbler, and it goes foul.
it's a foul ball.
All right, Flores.
But I don't care what
snack.
anybody says. Corey has this thing tuned up. I don't think Corey's letting his dad touch it. He's not letting Nick Greer touch it either.
That ends this inning.
Okay.
They're switching sides, so we'll see.
Team built up 4-0.
We'll see what the Sheets team can do with their offense. Now, in the first game, we saw the Built team really go through their lineup. It didn't quite happen this time. They put up 7 runs, I think, in that first game, in that first inning. Only 4 on the scoreboard right now, so let's see what Team Sheets can do. And LaJoie looks like he is taking the mound. It's more of a line than a mound. LaJoie bouncing the ball, waiting to see what's going on.
I think Latart's still trying to figure his lineup out here, too.
He
Probably
is.
learned some things in that first game versus Team GoPro.
Looks like Blaney might be up first.
I don't know if I like that call, Chuck. I think you put a guy like Blaney second or third in the lineup. Boom.
Rutledge Wood down there at catcher. Oh, we're getting a little
Blaney's
bit of talk
calling
back
time. Oh, it's because Noah Gregson's on the field, being a Noah Gregson, distracting everyone.
here. Oh, we got a little interference on the field right now.
Little interference.
Noah Gregson coming out there and Blaney calling that out.
Everybody.
Harrison Burton going out to force him off the field. We can get back to this championship game.
Speaking of going pro, Noah's going to the Cup race next year. Going Cup racing. How about
I
that?
like what you did there.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was good. Here comes the roll from LaJoie. Blaney
Blaney.
fouls it off, and it's caught by Larson. So that's 1 down for Team Sheets. Daniel Hemrick next up to kick. LaJoie with the roll. Big boot down. Oh, Josh Sims missing the catch, getting Hemrick.
He tried to catch it with his face, Chuck, and you
Hemrick
can't.
going for 2. Nope, we might be caught in a pickle here. Trying to throw him out. He's going. He's ducking. He might get back to first. He's going to slide into first, and he is safe at first. You love a good pickle. Do you? You do. You do. You do. Team Sheets wearing green shirts. You got a pickle. Here in the first inning, it's a good day to have some kickball.
Beats pickleball.
Does indeed. You look like you'd be a big fan of pickleball.
I can honestly say, Charles, I've never played it. Have played my fair share of kickball, and I wasn't very fast around the bases, but I kicked the ball far.
Here comes the roll from LaJoie. Boot. Foul ball. Mr. Froning.
CrossFit athlete. He's a pretty strong dude.
CrossFit champion, it says here.
Yeah, you don't want him to get his paws on you. I think he could tear you up.
Like to be good at sports.
He's good at exercise.
He is good at exercise. And that's a big kick deep into left field. Is it over the wall? I can't tell.
I don't think
no,
it
it's
went
short.
over.
It's short off the wall. That was a high ball for a single.
Hemrick did not score. He only got to second base. Froning gets to first.
Runners on first and second, 1 out. The count is 1-1 to Bubba Wallace. Because remember, everyone starts with 1 ball and 1 strike.
What's going on here? Ricky's running around the bases backwards.
Looks like he is coming to
Yeah, he's coaching first base.
Latart is coach on third base. A little bit of a conference there at the mound. Well, kind of Mount Rutledge talking with LaJoie.
Might need a pitch clock next year, Chuck.
We might indeed, as the roll comes to Bubba, and
See that
he's going to watch that one go by.
There's some gamesmanship playing here. You see LaJoie roll that ball about twice as hard as he's been rolling it earlier in the day. Watch him.
Here comes the roll.
He is
slinging
he
them.
does not want Bubba to get a solid connect on this ball.
Just a bit outside. 2-2 is the count. Here it comes. Another roll from LaJoie.
He is.
Oh!
See, that's what he's
Foul
doing.
tip.
It's a strategy play.
Foul ball.
It's risky, Chuck, because if you hit a cone or go outside of the cone, it's a foul. You risk walking someone, throwing a ball that hard. Fourth pitch, makes connect. He is going to be out.
That's Bubba. He's out. That would be 2 outs.
So that's with the rules that are set up here, Chuck. That is definitely a strategy play. When someone is a threat to hit a ball like that, you're just going to throw it down there as hard as you can.
Slinging him in there, seeing what he can do.
Well, no, I think he's going to get another. Is he getting another?
Looks like he's getting one more. I thought that was 4 pitches.
We don't know how the rules work.
Rules? What rules? Here comes the pitch.
There we go. Solid kick.
Solid kick.
Oh, that's a really good
field.
kick.
That's
It
going
made
to be
it all the
1
way to
run.
the outfield.
Hemrick's going to be crossing.
2 runs.
Potentially Froning looking at it, but he's not going to go.
Froning thought about it.
LaJoie staring him down, and then was almost fooled by Stenhouse.
Joey Logano is up next for Team Sheets. There's a replay of the kick there that you're seeing. That was a solid ball placement by Bubba. He did just about all he could do with that, with how fast LaJoie was rolling that ball.
LaJoie to Logano. Logano with connection. NASCAR Chasm bobbling it, falling down. 2 runs will score.
Logano sleeping. He could be at
Logano
third
headed
base.
second. He's
He did
second
get
right
second.
now.
He could have went third.
But
Got to pay attention in this, Chuck.
Get 2 runs across there, making the score 4-3. Team built. Here comes the replay. NASCAR Chasm trying to hide his face.
He braced his body with his neck when he did that. Here comes Bubba scoring. The score is now 4-3. Team built is over Team Sheets right now by 1.
Austin Cindric up to kick.
They stack the
LaJoie
tall
slinging
guys
it in there.
line up.
Oh, right back to the catch by LaJoie. It's a good one. Line drive from Cindric.
That's why you put your best athlete on the field in that position at pitcher, because so many balls are coming at you in a tight vicinity, Chuck. You just have to have the best of the best there to catch it.
Indeed, Jonathan. We got 2 down as Harrison Burton up to kick. Looks like he's wearing some Duke shorts, it looks like. Oh, and he foul tips that. Rutledge Wood with the bobble. Foul ball.
Ooh.
Rutledge Wood thinking that the ball might have been lava.
His prescription on his glasses could also be off. I think he's had the same ones for the past 15 years.
Indeed. He might need to up that prescription. Harrison Burton kicks
Corey
it to LaJoie, who throws it and tags him out, ending the inning.
Now, it is important to note, he did throw the ball. The ball has to hit you below the waist for you to be out. No headshots. We don't want to send anybody, to the medic.
Let's go down to Alex Weaver, who has caught up with one of the players, I believe Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Alex.
I am standing here with Stenhouse, who is the pitcher for Sheets. Your team's doing pretty well, 3-4, but they can't play now because you're literally holding the ball here with me, so we got to hold it up. What's the key to pitching?
Well, I put a lot of spin on mine, but I was watching Corey puts a lot of speed on his, so I don't know. The strike zones that we were playing earlier were really small, and this one's a lot bigger, so Corey just throws it as hard as he wants. So I don't know. They put up 4 runs, which we made some errors in the field. I think if we can clean it up, we can hold them to, hopefully 1 or 2 runs this inning, and then try and get back on top. So we'll have last at bat. If we can get a lead going into the top of the 6th, then I like our chances.
All right, top of the 6th is the key. He's going back to the mound, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Chuck, I just want to tell you, I told you so about the speed that LaJoie was putting on the ball. I think you're going to see Ricky throw a little bit faster here. The score is 4-3. the built team is over team sheets right now, so who knows? A little bit of scheming, a little bit of coaching going on here on the field. These guys aren't getting in a rush. They want to do it right.
When both of these teams have got some offense, I think both put up about 14 runs in their early games. So this is going to be a matchup. It's going to be a fight to the finish. Like you said, that 6th inning, obviously that's the end of the game, so whoever puts up the most points by the end of 6, they're going to win, but it's going to come down to that inning.
It's a heavy scoring game. I really think the bread and butter of these teams is going to be first, third, and the pitcher. Those are just your skill positions that you have to have.
Stenhouse with the roll to NASCAR Chasm, who kicks it to Blaney. Blaney drops it, and Froelich going to hold up the ball as NASCAR Chasm gets safe on first.
Well, it's good to see his neck's okay after that hit he took earlier.
And we can see his face. Earlier this year, he did reveal on his social medias that he has a face, and it's not just, blurs.
Skip Flores up to kick. The fast roll. Puts a boot on it.
That's deep.
Gone.
That's out.
Skip Flores, 2-run home run. Score should be 6-3 after Skip tags into home base. That guy's a stud.
He is a stud.
Leading the asphalt analytics this weekend for front tire changers. I believe his score was a 99.
He took that rating from pit road to kickball.
There we go.
Because he has been booting balls all day today.
Solid connect. He didn't follow through like LaJoie did earlier.
No, but
he put the power on there.
We got a little action,
I think we got some
smack talking going on down on the field between Bubba and Skip. So here comes Stenhouse lining up.
Rutledge.
Rolling to right.
Look at Rutledge's socks. Aren't those cool?
Not as cool as that kick, but it's caught.
Justin Danger Nunnally caught that ball. Hey, listen, that's the first out of the inning.
Indeed. That'll take us, I believe, to the top of the order. Frankie Muniz back up to kick. Here comes the roll. Little bunt, little dribbler.
Watch him, he's fast. You're not going to beat that guy. I'm telling you.
He is safe. Also a race car driver.
He is
so
a race car
he knows some
driver.
speed. Actor, race car driver, man in the middle, Frankie Muniz.
He's doing pretty well in his racing career. Got started a little bit late.
He should also think about going pro in kickball as Raja Caruth gets ready to kick.
That's not a good
high
one.
ball. Bubba's underneath it, and he makes the catch.
It's okay.
Taking out Raja, waving goodbye.
2 outs.
2 down here.
Top of the second.
Score is
Josh
6-3.
Sims up to kick. There you see Bubba's catch there. Nice play.
With the wave. Here comes Josh.
Yeah,
waiting on his pitch.
The speed roll here, Chuck, I would find, I just don't think it's the gentlemanly thing to do, but Corey set the standard in that last inning.
Little foul tip there from Josh Sims.
Yep.
That's a strikeout.
He struck out.
That is it. That is the end of the inning.
He hit the ball that he kicked. Basically, it acts the same way as hitting someone with a ball. He is out.
Interesting play with these speed rolls. I don't know, Jonathan. You said it's not the gentlemanly thing to do, but they're in it to win it. They want to win this game. These guys are very competitive, so they're going to do everything they can to make sure that
They're also famous, Charles.
That's true.
They have an image to uphold.
Well, Alex Weaver has caught up with someone else. I believe she's got who you got down there, Alex?
John Christ.
I am standing here with John Christ, who's one of our favorites. You bring a lot of humor when you visit us at the racetrack, but your team is not, it's not funny tonight. You're leading 6-3.
I mean, if you look at the stat sheet, you're going to see 3 hits by me, number 1. You're going to see 4 putouts and 2 runs scored. Again, that's not going to be advertised. Nobody's going to see that, but I don't know who's keeping track of stats here, but, that's where you're going to see me.
When you come out with these drivers, they're pretty competitive, and the other team is loaded with drivers. Do you feel a threat?
A threat? No. I mean, some of these drivers that are are in the chase, and these guys are diving for. I go, we can't have y'all getting hurt. This is this is a kickball game. We gotta. I mean, but everybody's going all out. So like, if y'all are gonna go, then I'll put my body on the line. I'll do the same.
I wish you guys could see Stenhouse staring at us, giving us the death stare while we talk. All right, so are you going to be at the Roval on Sunday?
I'm going to be at the Roval on Sunday. I have been to every Charlotte race for the last couple years. I'll be there. It's a different race. The Roval is a different race than the Oak, but, you know, am I going to get my predictions live on the air? Not yet, but we'll see how qualifying goes.
All right, I don't know what's more chaotic, this game or the Roval on Sunday. We'll find out. Chuck and Merriman, back to you guys.
Thank you, Alex. Team Built is getting a little practice in while we're getting that interview in. And looks like they're ready to go. Justin Danger up to kick. TikTok superstar. Hey, listen.
What makes a star super, Charles?
A lot of followers.
That's a pretty good boot.
Foul ball. Here we go. Let's see what he can get. TikTok not giving him the boot because he's getting the follows.
Get at him. Get out of this booth. Get out.
We like to have fun here on NASCAR.com.
We love to have fun. Kickball's fun.
Kickball
And that's
is
a home
fun.
run.
That's a dinger from Danger. Making it 4-6.
6-4, Charles. It's
Whatever.
the correct way to do that.
I don't care. TikTok Danger putting runs not on the clock, but indeed giving Sheets a shot.
He really aired it out. That may have been the one of the best home run balls that we've seen all day. That had obviously the distance, but the elevation I think was a little bit higher than it could have to do with the air's cooling off, Charles.
It could.
I'm not a physicist.
Dremler down to second.
Roger Caruth fielded that.
All right. Latart out here coaching third, trying to see if he can get something going. Stenhouse Jr.
Ricky
up to kick. There's the roll.
That is not a good one. That's foul.
Larson looking at it, making the catch, and he is out. Stenhouse is out.
See, that's the thing. You got to square up on that ball, Charles.
He was tracking it.
He was. I'm talking about the kicker. You have to kick it square if you want to get it over that wall.
But again, it's that fast roll. One down here in the bottom of the second. Look at that move by Larson as he tracks that ball down. Blaney, I believe, up to kick. Comes the roll. Blaney found that one off. Larson looking at it again with the catch. 2 outs.
Larson's just making it happen for Team Built out there.
Here comes Hemrick up next. LaJoie just looking down, staring down the kicker. As the roll goes in. There's that kick to.
That's a solid shot.
Busher.
Gets on base, moves
Making
Busher
the
to
move.
second. Yeah.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 6-4.
Rich Froning is up.
Could be a shot here. Maybe give them the lead.
It
And
looks
high
like
kick.
today wasn't leg day. That's a foul ball.
Nope, Larson getting all 3 outs this inning.
That's a
Kyle
hat
Larson.
trick.
You might want to note him as your defensive MVP for this game. He's showing up today. The driver of the number 5.
Dirt cars, NASCARs, first base.
Team Sheets back out in the field. Stenhouse Jr. wiping off the ball as I believe a little bit of a dew starting to kind of fall in the field.
Could be, but
Blaney and Stenhouse Jr. sitting there chatting on the mound. Going to the top of the third inning. 6-4, Team Built over Team Sheets. These guys are really putting a lot into this game. The strategy is key here today, Jonathan.
Yeah, 100%. I think we've seen more coaching in this game than we saw in all the games that we watched today. Now, these teams were kind of assembled last minute as Corey LaJoie goes to kick.
Off the hands of Bubba. That's going to be a single for LaJoie. Looking at 2, but he's not going to go. I think Hemrick's got on some gloves out there in the outfield. Hoping that he makes a catch out in right field.
Hands could be cold.
Could be. There's a slight chill to the air. Stenhouse warming up as he gets ready to roll the ball to Josh Balicki. Josh waiting on his pitch. That one's just a little bit outside. He didn't like it. Didn't like the way that one looked.
Don't blame him. Had a lot of bounce.
Stenhouse with the roll. Balicki with
Pop
the kick.
up. Not a good kick.
Bubba underneath it with
Not
the
a good
catch.
kick.
That's 1 down. Bubba.
Sportsmanship, gamesmanship between Bubba and Corey, buddies.
Talking it out over there on first base. John Christ up to kick.
I don't know.
Stenhouse
I've got a
eyeing
home
down.
run feeling here, Charles.
I don't know about that, Jonathan. That's going to be short. Hemrick with the catch in the gloves. LaJoie going to second, looking at the ball as it goes by, and he is safe.
Corey's got a high kickball IQ, I think you'd say.
He does indeed. He's been playing this for a while.
They play rec league every year.
They take this seriously. We had a call to discuss this broadcast earlier in the week, and Corey said, hey guys, can we do that a little bit later? I've got practice.
Kickball practice.
Kickball practice.
Kid's 30 years old. He's still playing kickball during the week.
Larson with the kick. It's foul. Stenhouse doing his best job of managing this game from the mound for Team Sheets.
Harrison Burton doing some weird hat signals here with Ryan Blaney. You know what that's about.
Larson gets the kick. It's to Logano. He bobbles it, but Danger's behind him.
Backs him up.
Danger lurks and makes the catch.
Maybe Joey Logano should just, I don't know, let him catch it anyways.
Yeah, that's where you got to communicate out on the field.
Yeah.
Let your players know where you are on the field at all times. Communication is key. It's fundamental.
Play right through his hands.
You can see it, him making that catch. Great catch.
Is that a double play? That might have been a double play.
Might have been a double play.
He got back to the base.
He's already. So here we go. We're going to go down. We're going to go down to the field to Alex Weaver. She's got Kurt Coleman with her right now.
I am standing here with Kurt, former Panthers player. You've played with some of the best athletes in the world. These guys compare, right?
Without a doubt. I mean, the more I get to know them, I realize the work that they put in. I was actually having a great time talking with Bubba and Corey just about what is it like to go through a full season in the training aspect. I mean, they put in a lot of work just like we do in the other professional realms.
But the kickball game,
Well, I can say this. They can stick to their day job, that's for sure. But there are some great athletes, as we see. But yeah, for the most of them, they're great at what they do.
Well, we love when we can have familiar faces out in the community here cheering us on and helping us out. Go back and good luck with your team. Kurt Coleman, a former Panthers player. Chuck and Merriman, back to you guys.
All right, Bubba Wallace up to kick. LaJoie eyeing him down. Maybe they're continuing their conversation from first base from just a little bit ago.
Watch the speed on this ball. He's going to chuck it. No, that's a courtesy
Giving
roll.
him a shot, and he fouls it off
Coming
down the
over
third
here.
base line.
Right in front of the broadcast booth tonight.
He was thinking it was going to be that fast, but it was a bit of a change-up.
I'm not going to lie to you, Chuck. If the ball comes over here, I'm using you as a human shield.
I hope you do. Here comes the kick. That's
Good
a shot to center off of Raja Caruth's hands. Making the throw.
Limited him to a single. I think that's okay with Bubba. Bubba probably has the strongest leg on that team.
Bit of an error. And speaking of errors, Joey Logano is up to kick. Joey Logano with the bunt to LaJoie. He's throwing to second. Missing Bubba. Bubba's tagged. He's out. He came off the bag. Bubba Wallace is out at second.
You were giving us a hard time about the dew falling. I do believe, Chuck, is a result. Oh, he's slow to get up. But
he is slow to get up.
The field is getting slick.
It is indeed getting slick here at Atrium Health Ballpark. We're taking a look at that replay. Joey Logano with that bunt. LaJoie making the throw. And there we go. 6-4 here. 1 out. Bottom of the third. Bubba Wallace walking off. A little bit of a limp there, maybe, can't quite tell. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully Bubba's all right. But we're joined now in the booth by Manny, a homie. Manny, we talked to you last year. Thanks for coming back, president of Samaritan's Feet. So how awesome is this tournament and what Corey has done for this community and for Samaritan's Feet, for the YMCA? Just how awesome is that?
Man, it's so awesome. I mean, Corey is just an amazing human being. To think about it, even I got teared high when I saw the mayor declare today Corey LaJoie Day. And he deserves it because he's a guy that lives for others. You know, he lives for others. He lives, everything he does is not just about himself. It's about Kelly. It's about his kids. It's about the community. It's about kids he never even met. Because, I mean, he's a guy that gave up a salary.
That's a shot from Cindric. That's a home run.
Whoa.
2-run shot there for Team Sheets.
That's going to tie the game.
Tying the game up here in the bottom of the third. 1 out.
Yeah, man, you were talking about Corey, you know, being such a good guy, being such a proponent for people, and especially working with your charity. For people at home that don't know, just give them a brief overview of what Samaritan's Feet does for kids.
Well, we're Samaritan's Feet is a global humanitarian organization headquartered here in Charlotte. Over 1.5 billion children and people around the world have diseases that come in their feet because they have no shoes. Over 13 million children in our country can't go to school because they have no shoes or they can't play. So what we do is we provide shoes as a vehicle to inspire hope. We go into their community, into their school, in the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA's, wash their feet. People like Corey comes and look them in the eye and remind those kids that they can dream big dreams. That's the powerful thing. We set out to go serve 10 million people. We've now served over 9.1 million people in over 109 countries, 45 U.S. states, 560 U.S. cities, and Corey is a huge part of telling people within the NASCAR community that they can also use their platform to make a difference.
Yeah, and you mentioned, you know, you guys go into places. You don't only give shoes out. You wash someone's feet. That's one of the most humbling things you can do. Talk a little bit about where that comes from and kind of how that offers you a connection with someone who may be underprivileged. You know,
the genesis and the background for that comes from my role model. I mean, some people call him this Jewish carpenter. I call him Jesus the Christ. I learned from him. He said, the greatest amongst you got to learn to serve. But also, according to the UNICEF, is actually part of our WASH model, which is the water, sanitation, hygiene, because people around the world, you know, because of poor hygiene, they live in poverty, and we go and wash their feet, bandage their wound, get to look them in the eye and remind them they can dream big dreams. While we're preventing diseases, we give them access to go to school, because many parts of the world, including our United States, you can't go to school without shoes. So we don't want kids to not be able to participate in sports. We don't want them to be able to go to school. But when we do that, we leave an indelic mark on their mind to remind them that somebody cared, and to remind them when they become successful in life, don't forget to pay love forward.
High fly ball to right field. Justin Danger is out. Kurt Coleman making the catch. And Harrison Burton advancing to second base. So that's 2 down. We're tied 6-6. And Manny, I believe I heard earlier, it's about $50,000 that was raised for charity.
Yeah, man, $50,000 that was raised. And as I was stepping out of the field, I got another surprise. The CEO of Billboard looked at me and said, Manny, I'm going to match that. So we were supposed to get $50,000, but $100,000's coming from here today because of Corey LaJoie and Nick, the CEO of Billboard, man. Thousands of kids are going to get shoes because you guys are here today.
For the people watching at home, obviously, you go to Google, you Google Samaritan's Feet, they can find you there. But how can they give online?
They can go to SamaritansFeet.org. They can give right there. They can find any of the social platforms. You know, they can be a part of one of the things that all these NASCAR drivers are doing, autographing their shoes. I mean, it's race one shoes, and they can actually win those auctions, so we can also help put shoes on kids' feet. Or you can serve. I mean, you can come to our warehouse here in Charlotte. You can donate shoes. You can donate your time. You can travel with us. You can be the hands and feet of those that are desperately in need.
Chris Buescher kicking out to Kyle Larson making the catch. And Manny, thank you again for joining us. This is an awesome event, and hopefully next year it's bigger this year, and hopefully next year we'll have an even bigger year.
And congratulations on that $100,000.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. Thank you so much, man, and keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep letting your light shine, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, we're here. 6-6. Team Sheets taking the field again. Top of the fourth.
And that was Manny Ahomey of Samaritan's Feet. Chuck, $100,000 for that charity is absolutely remarkable. We saw Corey tear up earlier today talking about the work that he's done with that charity. He's done for the YMCA. I'm not sure if Corey knows that the CEO of Built Bar has matched that donation, but certainly a huge day for that and a huge day for what Corey's trying to do here.
Right now we're getting a little talk back from one of the captains, Steve Letarte.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. I did not think that we would see strategy being called. I noticed you put some tall guys back by the fence. Have to imagine that was for a little bit of a prevent defense for some home runs.
That's a catch. He has been a sort of surprise star here. He's got to keep the same batting order. You got to keep the same kicking order. Is that correct, Steve? All right. I believe. Yep.
It is, yeah. Look.
All right, here comes NASCAR Chasm. Stenhouse with the roll. Kicks it down the third baseline. Blaney.
Anytime Corey LaJoie has to postpone a call with NASCAR.com in the middle of the week because he's practicing kickball, Steve, you know you're up against it. I mean, this guy is organized.
Looks like there's a questionable play here. There's some talk between. Yep. We're going to have to let Steve go.
Get in there. Kick a little dirt on their feet, Steve.
Let's take a look at it right here.
It's a fair before the bag.
Then Blaney makes contact with it. I think forcing it foul. Blaney forcing it foul, so. We're going to take another look at that replay, I think. We're going to re-rack it here. Or are we back to live? We're back to live.
Skip Flores. Steve, what did you observe from Corey? Obviously, he took a speed tactic there late in the first inning up against Bubba. Really didn't allow Bubba to connect with the ball well.
Wide, and I think that's going to end this inning. Yep. All right. Steve Letarte, thank you again for joining us. It's a tied game here in the fourth inning. And thanks for Steve Letarte, captain of the Sheets team, for joining us here.
Look, this has been a good broadcast, Chuck. We're learning. I feel like the people at home are learning.
Let's go check in with Alex Weaver with the third place game. Alex, what happened in that third place game?
So, Chuck, we were supposed to have a third place game that was going to determine who won third place. Those two teams, GoPro decided to forfeit that match. So automatic winners was Clean Juice. So third place goes to Clean Juice. Congratulations, even though they're not here.
They didn't want to miss a kick of this championship game, so I'd imagine that's why Team GoPro took that loss. Jonathan, what are your thoughts so far here in the fourth inning? Tie ball game.
Tie ball game. I thought we might have, I don't know, I think we're about right where I thought we might be. I think both these teams might get at least 10 apiece, so still time to get that done. some strategy being played. It's interesting. It seems like it's a lot more organized, a lot more coached than last year. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Bottom of the fourth, tie ball game, and you mentioned that there was a lot of learning from last year. I mean, it was a good event last year, but the rain shortened some things. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and Corey took everything that they learned from last year's Kickball Classic and applied it to this year, and it's been, I think, a heck of a job. I mean, the fans here, there are a lot of fans in attendance tonight as Stenhouse Jr.
Stenhouse
punting. LaJoie making the throw. It's a bit wide.
That was a bad throw.
Stenhouse
That
safe.
was a
Looking
bad
at second.
throw.
That would be an error. Does that one go down to Corey? That bad throw, or is that a Larson error?
No, that's a Corey error. Larson.
I do not know what is going on sometimes. Here comes Blaney with the kick.
Blaney, this should be an out for Larson here.
Larson making the catch.
Yep. He is a ball magnet tonight.
Kurt Coleman going to cover first, just in case Stenhouse decided to maybe go. Daniel Hemrick eyeing down Corey LaJoie. Here comes the roll.
Hemrick does this little tiptoe dance thing.
Low ball to Muniz, throw to second, getting Stenhouse out.
Hemrick does this little tiptoe thing when he goes up to kick the ball, like a little tap dancer. I don't know if we have a replay of that or not, but it's quite comical.
Here comes
Watch
the
it.
replay.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Stutter step, line drive to Frankie Muniz, making the
toes, I
throw
believe is what they call it.
to Raja Caruth, getting the out. That's 2 down here in the fourth.
I just think the balance on this built team is great.
Joey Logano eyeing. Nope. That'll be Froenig. High ball, that is.
That's a home run.
Out of here, that's another
That's a home run. Speaking of a home run, here's our good buddy Ryan Skip Flores from the built team.
That's
Why
a
aren't you in the
2-run
game,
shot
man?
there.
What are you doing? Well.
Well, you got the home run, but right now, you got the home run, Skip, but right now it is 8-6 here in the fourth. So what's your thoughts so far on this game? How's it played out? A lot going on.
Well, as a 7-time kickball champion, you want to.
You're the Jimmy Johnson of kickball?
Me and Corey, pretty much. Me and Corey talked about hey, let's make this a game, and then we'll have a dramatic comeback at the end.
Oh, that's what you did in the regular
coming.
championship game.
That's
so
what's
this is all
coming.
planned.
Yeah, the regular championship game was not planned. That was some of the hardest kickball we could ever play.
LaJoie wiping off the ball with a towel. Here comes the roll.
Ooh,
to
oh.
Bubba. It's thrown. Raja making the catch, and Bubba pulling up a little bit limp.
Yeah, well, that's what you do when you get called out. You have to have some kind of an excuse, I think.
Fun fact about that towel that Corey was enjoying.
Corey was enjoying that towel.
In 1889, Cannon Manufacturing Company was the first person to produce a towel in the South. And you know where that mill was? And that
right here.
Right here where we are.
Maybe we should reenact it.
We're going to check in real quick with Alex Weaver, who is with Kyle Larson, number 5, making some plays out there today.
I don't want to say this, and I'm not allowed to call it, but you might have the defensive MVP standing next to me. You've accounted for 4 outs, and your team is down by 2, but it's not to your doing. You've gotten a lot of outs for the built team.
I think I've gotten out every time I've been up to kick, though. So at least we're contributing at defense, but I got to keep the ball on the ground. I don't have a strong enough leg to kick it over the fence, so I just need to try and keep it on the ground and give myself a chance. But having a lot of fun out here, so thanks to Corey for putting this on. I watched from home last year, or wherever I was, and wanted to be a part of it this year. So happy I'm here, and it's been a blast.
Well, they called you the ball magnet. So Kyle Larson, the reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion, and also the ball magnet down here on the field.
Indeed, Alex, thank you for that.
Did you know what I took away from that interview? Kyle Larson watched us last year and was so inspired by the broadcast he had to be here this year.
That's it.
Probably couldn't tolerate watching it again on YouTube, so they've just decided to show up in person.
Yeah. Well, what a great event to be a part of. I mean, anybody can have a golf tournament, you know, but here we get to share it with everybody here in this beautiful Cannonballer Stadium, and it's just really cool.
We had Manny up here earlier. I don't know if he told you guys this or not, but $50,000 just Meredith's feet. Built donated another $50,000, upped them to $100,000.
Roachwood with the kick. It's deep ball, but Danger underneath it, making the catch.
So I learned something down there in the old bullpen. Danger was a punter.
Oh, really?
In his high school days. That's why he is kicking bombs. And
well, they have a lot of air underneath them.
Yeah, yeah. And Austin Cindric has boots on.
Like what type of boots?
Like hiking boots.
Yes.
So like when he kicked that home run, he went and hiked up the hill to get it, I think.
You love to see it.
It's a solid strategy.
I've been playing kickball a long time. Stenhouse, what he's doing right now, pitching, lining up off a center and throwing like that, it's really hard to kick. So it's going to be, we're going to have our work cut out for us to come back here.
Have you ever seen anybody on a kickball field as fast as Frankie Muniz?
No.
That dude is quick.
He's not messing around. He's going ARCA racing next year.
High ball to Fronig, making the catch. That's 2 down here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, Frankie Muniz going ARCA racing, he told me down there. I'm getting a lot of info down there. So
speaking of ARCA racing, Raja Caruth getting ready to kick.
I think Raja needs a home run here.
Raja needs a home run.
Well, y'all need to get the offense going there with Team Built to really, get back in this game, claw back in. Only down 2.
Ooh, that's a great.
That's going to be at least a base hit.
See, with Logano covering second, I think you got to take that chance. He's fumbled a few of them today. I think if you're going to take off and try to get second, that was the time to do it.
I don't want to say anything bad, but he has not been the best second baseman I've ever seen.
It's okay. He's good at driving race cars. Sucks at second base.
Call it what it is.
Hey.
Josh Sims. There's a little bit of discussion going down between Letarte and LaJoie. Not sure what they're talking about. Maybe saying candlesticks could make a nice gift coming up for Christmas. Who knows?
Doubt it's that.
He's not happy. Maybe he's questioning the lineup.
He might be questioning the lineup. When were you supposed to kick?
I'm down. I'm late, so I got some time here to hang out with my fellow Stack of Pennies co-hosts here.
According to my lineup, we are in order because we're
well, I mean, what happens when you come out of the game? You have a sub come in?
No. There's more than we have more than enough people.
Good kick.
Sims with the kick.
Good kick. Home run! 2-run homer.
That is
2-run homer.
Tying
the game. What is this? Yeah.
That was out of here.
What is this?
We got the
Cubs?
signal.
What? Come on.
What was that guy's name?
I don't know. I just know he probably hates.
Here comes the replay. Let's see what happened. A little bit of fan interference. Josh Sims making the connection out there, and we went to Letarte, but there's the shot right there.
Oh, yeah.
Off of a fan.
Fan interference.
That is a clear home run shot.
For sure. I could see that, and I'm blocked by this bar here.
Steve Bartman.
Bartman. Oh, yeah. Bartman. And how about the guy that dropped Judge's 62nd?
I wonder if that's Karen Bartman out there in the outfield.
Why'd you go with Karen?
I don't know.
Oh, man. What do you guys think about this deal?
I think it's fun. I'm not wet like I was last year, so that's a plus.
Yep, no rain.
And yeah, no, I'm looking forward to some fireworks afterwards too.
I mean, big shout out to the fans because there's a good turnout here tonight. They're lining the outfield wall. They're behind us. They're in the stands. It's just a good turnout.
I got to chat with Mike Helton before the game today. He said, "Man, this is what it's all about. We get away from the racetrack, and Corey
LaJoie with the boot. It's going deep. Froning under,
Froning
making the catch. That ends the inning.
It's all tied up.
Hey, but that's okay. You guys did what you need to do. You got yourself back in it.
But what Helton, his point was, you get everybody to get it away from the racetrack for a great cause, have some fun, and take the blinders off a little bit, especially in the middle of a playoff run, just to realize, that there's more to life, and we're, with our platforms we can provide to people. So it's great to be a part of. I'm going to go back down there and get ready to kick some bombs.
Hey, kick a couple for Corey.
Can you
Samaritan's feet?
Can you point to me in your next home run?
I'm going for Penny Stacker of the week here.
Oh.
Hey, I want to see it. Good luck out there. We're going to go check in with Alex Weaver, who's got boots himself.
The Tower of Power.
Cindric.
Yeah, this is the new nickname for Austin Cindric because he has on hiking boots. Can we pan down to see the shoes? Boots.
Steel toe Cindric.
It's boots.
steel-toe Cindric.
Is this part of the strategy to wear the hiking boots? You get a stronger leg push on the ball?
So I was doing some yard work today, and I didn't really want to walk back inside to really get my tennis shoes. So I figured the bigger the foot, the bigger the kick. And this is all about kicks.
All right, yard work straight here into the infield and the outfield.
Alex, I think we need to check and make sure he didn't lace the inside of that boot with lead, give him a little bit more momentum on those kicks.
Hey, steel-toed Cindric booting bombs here at the Corey LaJoie Kickball Classic. We're tied up. We're tied up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Joey Logano up to kick. Corey LaJoie eyeing him down.
I do not think that this Sheets team is a good part of their
lineup. A bit of a bunt by
lineup.
Logano to Sims, making the throw. It's wide.
I don't understand why they keep throwing to the referee way behind the base. I mean, look, that should have been an easy out.
Should have been, but it wasn't.
All right,
Logano is safe on first.
Here comes old Metal Toes.
Old steel-toed Cindric. Here comes the roll, and it hits the cone.
You will see LaJoie is going to throw bombs at him and just have him hit this at an off angle. Because if you roll him a softball with those shoes on his feet, it's going over the wall.
Well, you know Newton's laws, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So those boots might make connection, but not this time.
You learned that from an apple, you believe that?
I do, and Cindric might know a thing or two about those apples.
Don't get that one, but okay.
Just saying. Here comes the kick. It's a
That's
bomb.
a home run. That's a home run.
Out of here. Old steel-toed Cindric getting the boot.
10-8, Sheets.
As he prances around the base path, showing off his hiking boots.
He is, it's quite the body type to be doing that. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to check those shoes out. I mean, next year you're definitely going to see a sneaker rule, I believe.
Replay here of the old driver of the 2 car getting a 2-shot home run.
And you see, that was a left foot kick.
Interesting form on that. A bit of a double shot, if you will.
Look
a
at
bit of
that.
a crab walk.
Yep.
Coming in, high-fiving Bubba Wallace, high-fiving his teammates, giving them the lead 10-8. Bill Baller's got some work to do here.
Watching someone walk like that across home plate is enough to make me think Sasquatch may be real.
Oh, LaJoie bobbling the ball. Harrison Burton gets safe first. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And here comes, as we have learned, a former punter.
This is a home run, Chuck.
Justin Danger.
This is another 2.
I don't know if that arm's getting tired for LaJoie. He's been rolling all day. A high ball. Sims, a little bit of interference from what
That's
looks
a
like
referee.
I feel like the umpires need to be dressed similar because he's in a tan shirt and it threw me off.
That umpire has made some bad calls in some previous games, so they can get that guy out of here.
I mean, if he hadn't been there, that'd have been a catch. I gotta say it.
My wife tells me I'm a catch, Charles.
Well, she's lying to you, Jonathan. Here comes the roll and the kick. It's foul. That's an out. Justin Danger is out. Hey, listen, did you know that in 1844, Charles Goodyear put in the patent for vulcanized rubber, paving the way for what we know today as the Goodyear Eagle racing tires? Now you do.
Well, you ripped him off.
I had to. It was right there. LaJoie with the ball. Chris Buescher.
I'm just not liking the way this is looking for the Built team right now.
Oh no, Buescher, friend of Stacking Pennies podcast. He was on a couple of weeks ago. You can check out that interview, full interview, on YouTube. You can also download our show, rate and review in iTunes or wherever you find podcasts.
Also, send us some...
the catch from Josh Sims. That's another out. That's
some
2 down.
questions on Twitter for some upcoming episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At Corey LaJoie, hashtag Stacking Pennies.
Hashtag penny for your thoughts.
Yeah. One of those hashtags. We'll get
Your
on
old,
there.
your old Janie, read them on the podcast, or as Jonathan likes to call her,
Janice.
Taking a look. Stenhouse. The pitcher versus pitcher duel here. What happens? Stenhouse bobbing and weaving. LaJoie going towards first, makes the roll. Stenhouse doesn't like it.
No, I think Corey's just trying to piss him off, honestly.
Well, you got to think that arm's got to be tired right now for LaJoie.
Happens.
There's the boot. It's high. Larson's underneath it, and he's got it for the third out to end the inning. But the damage has been done. It is 10-8. That's 5 recorded outs for the 5. That man is putting on a defensive show tonight.
It's a game of numbers, Charles.
It
it's
is.
all lining.
We've just said a bunch of numbers. So here it is. Right now, if they get 3 outs, that ends it. This is the game.
This is the game.
So the Sheets team needs to put on a defensive show right here. But the Ballers need to show their offensive prowess. They've got a shot to come back here, so keep this game going.
So where are we at in the lineup? I think Larson is up to kick first, maybe, or no?
Down 2.
Or John Chris.
Josh Balicki, I believe, is up.
Don't like that. That's not going to help their chances.
I don't know. Balicki had a shot earlier. Got him on base.
He hadn't produced much, Chuck.
All you need to do is get on base. And that's a foul ball. Just a bit outside. A little blooper to Blaney, making the catch, 1 down.
Told you it was just not a good play. You got to start railing these things.
All right. I believe John Christ.
John Chris could he can get one out there.
Well, he's going to need to, because we got 1 down and they're down 2. Is that a little bit of money changing hands with the umpire? Let's see what happens. I don't know if slipping the ump money will make any difference, but he's making the kick. Blaney making the throw. He's safe at first.
Why are they playing so far off the bag? I just don't understand that.
Well, they're race car drivers, not kickball players.
This is literally a game that children play.
Larson's up to kick. Larson has kids. Do you think they play kickball at school these days?
I don't know. I know that you can't have a team with just 2, and he only has 2 kids.
Well, you've got 2 kids as well. 1 on the way, too. Congratulations on that. Ball hits the cone.
Let's say I hit a home run, Charles.
Indeed. Also a shout out to our producer, Matt Strickert, as we get another ball here. I believe that's 3 balls. Matt Strickert just had a kid. So, you know, he's got 2 now. And a shout out. And here's the thing, a shout out to everybody on this crew out here today that's helped bring you this show. As that's an out, but it looks like Chris making the play to third, so we got 2 down, runner on third. But I will continue what I said to thank everybody on this team out here today, the engineers, the camera guys, the audio folks, the producers, the folks back in the tower that are putting the show on, making all the switches, bringing you the replays. It's a team effort, and everybody has done a heck of a job and has put on, I think, a pretty fine broadcast this year.
It's been fun.
Stenhouse eyeing down Kurt Coleman.
This could be a homer.
Well, they're going to need it. That's a ball.
I'm not ready for this game to end, Chuck. I'm
down 2.
I'm having fun. I want extra innings.
He played safety for the Carolina Panthers, and hopefully he can save this game.
A safety's also worth 2 points in football, Chuck. That's what they need.
There's the kick.
That's not it.
Not going to be it. That's going to be a catch, and that's going to be
Chris
3
Busher sealed the game.
Down. Chris Busher making the catch, ending the game,
Is that
I believe. Yes, that's it. Team Sheets gets the win, knocking off Team Built, Corey LaJoie's team going down.
Time to slap hands.
Steve Latart's team getting that win. Heck of a ball game, 10-8 here at the Atrium Health Ballpark in the 2nd annual Corey LaJoie Kickball Classic. A lot of slap hands going on down there on the field. Slapping hands, enjoying the day. It's a great day here at the ballpark, John.
Yeah, no, it's been a fantastic day. I do think we're going to have a special guest here in a little bit. But yeah, no, it's been a fun ball game. Been a fun day out here, Chuck. I've enjoyed watching these guys, have some fun, cut up, and do some things outside of the race car, outside of the norm a little bit, and just kind of show some of their personalities. And the fans that showed up today, we appreciate them coming out here too. Appreciate everybody watching on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't go anywhere yet. Got a couple more special things planned to round out this broadcast. Going to talk to Corey LaJoie a little bit. Might be a little bit of fireworks action going on. So who doesn't love good fireworks? Got the mood is out.
Tell you right now, looking down there in the field, it looks like a little bit of post-race action. You've got the boom mics going in, talking to the drivers, getting their reactions after this hard-fought game. 10-8, Team Sheets getting that win. And you can see Larson working with his son out there, maybe bringing him out next year to be on the field.
Good possibility.
Owen's got a bit of a boot up. Team Sheets getting the nod. All right, Jonathan. Looks like they're doing trophies right now.
There's a lot more going into that than just rolling it. You were playing mind games. Walk us through what was going through
Ricky
your mind.
Stenhouse Jr. getting interviewed there.
Yeah, I like bowling,
by the man in the
that
gold
kinda
finger, I
played in
believe
our
is his
hands
name.
here,
Showed up today wearing his gold vest.
Sometimes really helped my pitching.
Yep, there.
Playing earlier today, I kind of figured out what I needed to do. And then we had a strong
There you see
lineup. And I felt
Kyle
like that
Larson
was
throwing the ball around with his kicks.
Yeah, we'll love to hear that as well. How awesome is this just for the full event by itself, excluding everything that you guys just did, winning the championship? How awesome of an event is this? And for you guys to all be able to come together and say, you know what,
Big
put aside
night tonight
differences,
out at
let's all have fun, be teammates. Let's just have some
Yeah,
fun
like
out
we were
here
saying,
on the
Chuck, it's
gridiron
just-
that is kickball.
It's fun to
Yeah,
come
super
together.
cool what Corey LaJoie
A lot of different personalities inside the garage, outside of the garage. I still can't get over $100,000 to Samaritan's feet. That's absolutely wild.
It is big, and that just puts it all in perspective as to why we're here, why we do this. Really puts it all in perspective about why, all these drivers have charities, all these drivers do stuff for the community, and you saw it on Corey's LaJoie. Corey, the LaJoie on Corey's face when he was presented with the proclamation from the mayor. Like, it means a lot to him.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's from this community. I can tell you that anybody that can be a hero in their hometown and provide a lot to their hometown is a big deal. So good for Corey.
We're going to go down to the field. Corey LaJoie is on the PA.
And Bubba went 0 for 3 with a pulled groin too. But no, I just want to really thank everybody for coming out. One, we got fireworks, so don't leave. Congrats to those guys. Congrats to my guys. They put up a valiant effort, and hopefully all the fans enjoyed it because we're raising some money for some great causes. Here's my little buddy right here.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
And we're coming back next year, so hopefully y'all come back. Hopefully my buddies come back, say yes, play some more kickball. I just want to thank again. I've been wearing it out all day, but I can't thank everybody enough. I love it. Sheets Laundry Club, though, they took home the dub tonight.
I know. Hey, they were good. They were the champions here today. We're going to be waiting on our cue here for the fireworks to make sure that NASCAR, to make sure everyone is ready for the fireworks. But fans, are you guys ready for some fireworks?
Well, Jonathan, you heard from LaJoie there. Coming back for another year next year. It's going to be a big show again. Let's go down to Alex Weaver, who's got her final thoughts. Alex?
Yeah, you guys mentioned my final thoughts already, too. It's just a great night. When you see the NASCAR community come together and we get to raise some good money for charity, it's always fun. It adds the excitement for Roval Week, so it only adds to us being excited for Sunday.
Thank you, Alex. And the lights are about to go out here at the field. We're going to see some fireworks. We saw the fireworks on the field, Jonathan, and now we're going to see them out here in the outfield. So, Jonathan, thank you. I want to say thank you for joining us in here.
Thank you, Charles.
Hey, it was a fun night. We learned a lot. We learned a lot about ourselves, a lot about kickball. And now we get to go on to the Roval this weekend.
Yeah, the Roval's going to be more explosive than these fireworks, Chuck, I think. But we're just going to sit back, enjoy this, and take it all in, and hopefully see everybody back here next year.
So we want to thank you all for tuning in and watching our broadcast. Don't forget to go check out Samaritan's Feet, support that charity, the YMCA. And you know what? If you're in town next year for this tournament, come on out to Atrium Health Ballpark and take in the sights and sounds that are the Corey LaJoie Kickball Classic.
It was nothing but a good time.
It was nothing but a good time indeed. For everybody here at NASCAR Studios, I'm Chuck Bush. This is Jonathan Merriman. Have a great night, and we'll see you at the races.